Welcome to episode 501 of Things VTubers Say. And now recently it has been a time of storytelling. This past weekend as we had one girl's story, but now as it turns out we have our own story. This is regarding a very colorful company, a company in charge of numerous VTubers and who has had immense success. But now the question is, have they been sharing that success with their talents? Often part of that success comes from merchandise sales. And regarding this colorful company, we have heard in the past that the particular merchandise sales, while successful, are not exactly the best way to support the talents directly. So just how much do the talents make from merchandise in this colorful company? A fantastic question. And recently we had heard a number given to us directly from a very trusted source, so much so that we moved on and asked others. We then verified other ranges, and it turns out it is, well, not half. Perhaps no one was expecting a 50-50 split, but what about a third? I mean, that could be potentially reasonable. Again, the talents are doing a lot of the hard work and heavy lifting, putting their image out there and maintaining it, right? Even some fans could accept 25%, a quarter of some of those merchandise sales going directly to the talents. Well, at least, maybe, potentially, we're still in the double digits, right? I mean, that's maybe still a legitimate number that could somehow, after a lot of sales, work out to the talent's advantage. Well, after hearing what we had heard, and again, this is something that, yes, you're going to have to take our word for it, as we had taken the word from others, we eventually were given a range. That range being in the lower single digits, ranging from 1 to 3%. Yes, that's right. We have an average of 2% of merchandise sales potentially going to the talents of this very colorful company. A company that has seen immense success in the past and has official merchandise in official stores and is certainly moving large numbers of merchandise along with it. Meanwhile, next up, let's go ahead and talk about Niji-sanji, who, oh, look at that, is announcing more merchandise. Coming to us with this announcement, LazuLight 2nd anniversary releases soon. Here's a sneak peek at the illustration. Sales starting this Thursday on May 11th. And yes, the webpage did actually open up around the same time. But don't worry, Niji-sanji, we got your back. We went ahead and censored it here for you. And we're looking forward to that sale to start on May 11th, with those sales certainly being nicely shared with talents such as Pomu, Rainpuff, and Elira, Pendora. Performing the heavy lifting here with a new cover alert. Pomu stating, "I'm so happy I got to steal Elira Pendora for one of my dream songs to cover." That artwork from Aero Studios, illustrated by Noi, animated by Hime, and given even more animation by Bebo. But unfortunately, Pomu is under fire. Nina Kosaka tweeting out, "Pomu Rainpuff booted me from the Niji-sanji EN Discord. I am going to sue her, and surely she's made plenty off merchandise sales." Surely. Merchandise like the Pomu puppet here, as Leah with Phase Connect would show it off, saying, "Eating good tonight." And who is hopefully eating good is also Sayu Okami, now reinvented as a wanted criminal in cyberpunk Japan, who was formerly Zion Lanza, which we can mention, but she can't. Sayu taking to stream at midnight and showing off this brand new design. Yes, that's right. She is a cyber donkey slash kangaroo. Well, she was just very clear she is not a cat. And over the course of nearly 3 hours, she addressed numerous topics. One of those parts about what she thinks about corporations now. Let's take a listen.
And I want to emphasize that, like, neither me nor Zion hate corporate people or the company or any kind of corpa or anything like that. There's no hate for that. No, not at all. Because at the end of the day, what it was is that certain companies are going to operate out of their country and have their laws, right?
Further along, she would talk about the fear of making mistakes.
You know, she would stream and then constantly be watching her phone for any, like, notifications that she fucked up something. And it eventually got very, like, to the point where she just, like, unconsciously would always stare at it, just, like, thinking about, like, worrying about, like, every stream and wondering what she did wrong this time or something. So, and, you know, like, you feel like, oh, you get canceled once, what else can I do to get canceled? Haha. It scares you, you know, it makes you feel scared.
Sayu during the stream did claim that a lawyer did work with Zion on writing the document, and further talked about what had been left out.
But there are some things that, like, especially in the document too, like, there are some things that you know, that she probably couldn't put in there because they weren't addressed in the termination itself. Like, there were things that like had to do with her, why she got suspended, for example, but those weren't in there, right? So obviously she's not going to talk about them just because there's more. And there was a lot of like what do you call it, like legal rights that Zion she did her best to respect. And it wasn't like there was no goal of like, you know, let's break all these rules. No, that's not the goal, right?
Further asked, Sayu confirmed how she would proceed forward about comments made by Nijisanji talents.
One thing I know that people were asking also is like, will Zion like address like things that other livers have said about like the situation or whatever like that? And the answer is no. Because going back to me, I as well as Zion has seen how bad harassment can be and how just how hard it is, right? And there are things that could be shared that might not look good for other people, right? And neither Zion nor me want to hurt other people. That is not the goal. I know people want to know exactly what happened, and neither me nor her will say that.
Other VTubers replying to this story, such as Twin at 2WinTales, stating, "I'm glad I read your side of the story. Although you made mistakes, you owned up to them, and so many were blown way out of proportion. The way you were treated seems very unfair." Milky replying, "Welcome back, Sayu. I'm sorry for Haku's passing. It must have been hard alongside all this." Along with Awuria giving a welcome back, Sayu. And we also have Emu, the illustrator of this piece, for Sayu's new look, saying, "Always here for you." That as we return to Hex Haywire, a Nijisanji English talent, also a part of the X-Soleil wave, which Zion Lanza was formerly a part of. Hex seen here in this file photo, and being wished a happy birthday by Nijisanji English, letting us know about upcoming goods and voice packs. That as Hex would go on to turn those Twitter balloons black and white, saying, "I appreciate every single birthday wish, greeting, project, and art piece. Thank you for giving me a home and a place to rest my heavy head." Also of X-Soleil, we had Maliko Kioran giving him a happy birthday Hex cake, asking him not to put it in his ass. Hex would hold a happy birthday stream and was joined by others in Nijisanji, including Renzoto, here excusing himself from the stream, and being given a follow-up by Kyo Kaneko. Let's take a listen.
"Thank you for coming, Ren. Happy birthday to you too, man."
That's alright.
Yeah.
Sorry everyone for being so toxic. I'll work on it.
Yeah, Ren.
Please get better at it.
I'm writing my split longer, and I'll be posting it tomorrow at approximately
The Google Doc is coming out.
3:46 p.m.
Get ready, my lawyers will be in contact.
The timing of those comments turning some heads, as that came very soon after the release of Sayu's document, or more to the point, Zion's document. That document having been released on both TwitLonger and then linking to Google Docs. This particular document being very serious in a number of topics, including issues like doxing and death threats. Also on that call was Enna Alouette of Nijisanji English, having returned from a trip and tweeting out, "I leave for a month and my entire home is falling apart, just like my parents' marriage," but also being given the most important gift of all, Booba. PP Slayer here with "So I rigged a pair of Live 2D Booba for Enna Alouette. As a flat VTuber myself, I'm just showing solidarity for the breadless." And replying, "Bless your soul, I owe my life to you. You are my new god." Also with Nijisanji, we have former Nijisanji Indonesia talent, Zia Cornelia, giving us her final schedule for her graduation on Sunday, May 14th. Hololive Indonesia's Irani EU15 confirming she will be joining this particular Nijisanji talent on stream May 11th. Zia also tweeting out, "Turns out I caught the big old C virus. It's a very ungodly timing with my deadline approaching ever so closely. I'll still stream anyways, okay." That as her good friend Nara confirmed, also tested positive. "I'll stream whenever I feel strong enough, but if I don't, you know the reason." This particular talent taking to stream and apologizing.
As you can see, I can't even use my voice properly at all. Like, I can't talk without coughing. I had to move that stream to next week, and I feel like I have the need to do this stream instead to explain some changes. First of all, I'm so sorry that in the worst timing possible. I got the Z virus. It's quite the irony because this is the first time I caught the virus. as some people replied in my Twitter too. During my last 2 weeks, apparently even the C-chan also wants to collab with me. Last collab, they say. I know that it's force majeure, and I feel silly that I feel the need to apologize, but I also feel that it's really like it's so bad that I really don't know what else to say besides I'm sorry, because the last month, well, the last 2 weeks is supposed to be a thing. It's supposed to be our thing. It's supposed to be me and you guys, my viewers, spending time together. But I just had to go and get sick like this, you know?
This sickness perhaps going to the talent's head, as today on stream, she tried to convince her audience it was her birthday, despite her birthday actually being on August 29th. Afterwards tweeting out, "Thank you for coming to my birthday. It will now perpetually, eternally happen every day. You'll never be alone." Further along, we also have Hyona, this Panther VTuber, tweeting out in Indonesian. Let's go ahead and try that translate tweet feature here. Surely that'll be correct. Google Translate giving us girl. Do you like your... Oh my. Hyona afterward also pointing out the incorrect translation, saying non-Indonesians hitting the translate this tweet button. She was simply talking about meatballs. We swear. This town also going on to perform a cover of Kickback with the also soon-to-be graduated talent of Nijisanji Indonesia, Taka Rajaman. Hyona earlier this morning sharing, "Hi, I won't be having streams for the next week or so due to emergencies, though I will still try to show up in collabs, etc. Big apologies for the lack of content for the time being. I'll make it up to you guys once I've settled. Take care of your health as always." More positive news, thankfully coming from Nijisanji English's Luka Kaneshiro, now earning 1 million YouTube subscribers and being formally congratulated by Nijisanji EN official, complete with a message from the talent saying, "I joked about getting to 1 million subscribers when I first joined. I can't believe I achieved this thanks to you. Please continue to support me in the future." That announcement being repeated in Japanese, as we also turn to another XLA member, Nijisanji EN's Kotoka Torahime, here now with a brand new English cover, and providing illustrations was the Keen Biscuit, also providing the variant cover here. In other good news, I'm getting 3D. Wait, no, hold on, it's not me. It's Hibari with the Volt Action Wave, soon to debut his 3D this Friday. That as all of the members of Volt Action are premiering their 3Ds one Friday after the next. And lastly, we're turning to Belmond, who is also sporting a brand new look, showing it off here as he takes his dogs for a walk. And okay, that's enough Niji today. Let's head on over to the more sane Hololive English as we check in with Hakos Baelz, now confirmed to be a Psycho, premiering her second original song, Psycho, which was provided numerous illustrations. These pieces coming from Dino, letting us know I cooked the illustrations for Bae's new original song, Psycho. That is Tenso gave us the reality, the real Psycho's empty eyes. Fellow Gen mate Oro Crony responding with a lit, and Vishojo's Iron Mouse responding amazing banger song. Speaking of which, here now we have Takanashi Kiara of Hololive English, who recently joined Iron Mouse on her talk show Speak of the Devil. Kiara saying the interviewer becoming the interviewed, and Iron Mouse replying, "I sincerely appreciate how brutally honest and open you are. I had so much fun. Thank you for coming to talk with me." That as Kiara arrived double fisting, immediately denying that she was ever bottom left. The two VTubers connecting on such subjects like Charmed, Vampire Knight, and especially Hello Project. Kiara had opened up about self-doubt along with technical problems during her first year with Hololive. Kiara also calling Mori Calliope a real homie for being the only one to visit her in Austria, and further confessing that she no longer feels like a failure since she had joined Hololive. That as Kiara's Fever Night has now officially hit 1 million views as of this recording. That as she had joined the finale of Mythbreakers, stating Mythbreakers was fun even with all the long breaks in between, but hopefully I can join for a one-shot at some point. All 5 of the members of HoloMyth seen here in this Aurelia Graphics Wiggly set at last. That campaign being the brainchild of Mori Calliope, musician, streamer, and also deaf.
I'm just having
Posting what looks like a very treasure box-esque rendition of herself and saying something yabai this way comes. Will we hear her moan? It's certainly a question others are asking. All while Callie also recently performed a calming slime hand cam ASMR stream and showing off what looked like raw hands. That's right, VTuber hands without gloves on. Callie claiming that she was simply wearing skin-colored gloves. And very lastly, for HoloLive English, we have Valkyrie Connect tweeting out, check out today's hint for the second HoloLive EN member, hint knowledgeable, asking who's next and promising to reveal the answer tomorrow on May 9th. And next up, with more HoloLive Japan news, we turn to our co-host Co-Dee. Take it away.
Yo, there are some health concerns as we take a look at the Shuba duck Uzura Subaru, who just recently held her long-awaited Sausage Legend 2 collab stream, attempting to pull both of the Shuba duck sausages, but on May the 7th cancelled her streams and tweeted out to her fans saying, "I'm sorry. I was really hesitant to tell you this because it would worry you, but I've been having a mysterious pain in the left side of my chest recently, as well as a hard time breathing." She further added, "The doctors aren't open during Golden Week, so I've been holding it in, but when I woke up this morning, the pain had gotten worse. I'm scared I may have a medical condition, so I decided to get an emergency visit to the doctor." Subaru did update everyone the next day, tweeting, "I came back from the hospital yesterday and took some medicine then fell asleep. After taking the medicine, I feel much better. There are still more tests to be done, so I don't know what the result will be, but I'm going to take a good rest at home today. Sorry for worrying you." And Subaru isn't the only one experiencing some health issues, as we move on to Laplace Darkness, who on her alt account tweeted, "It's cold, it's hot, I have a headache, a cough, a runny nose, and a sore throat. I want to sleep, but my own coughing wakes me up." Laplace later tweeted, "I'm at my limit. I've got a sore throat, I'm too tired. I'll upload a short video soon." That video where she says she's crying right now because her throat hurts just breathing.
我が輩は人生初コロナ2日目の VTuber ラプラスダークです。鼻水も止まらないし、喉も痛いし、体中痛いし、だるいし、最悪です。
HoloLive Productions would then post an announcement saying Laplace has been confirmed positive for a new type of Rona, the vid, Ligma. They also mentioned she will continue to concentrate on recovery until her health improves. Laplace wasn't the only one confirmed ill this week, as HoloLive tweeted out another announcement saying both Murasaki Shion and Minato Aqua have also been confirmed for the virus. The Garlic Shion tweeted a voice note explaining how she's dealing with the symptoms, and it's really rough. This as the Onion Aqua tweeted her voice note. She then added, "I've only been outside once, but since it's Golden Week, it's crowded everywhere. It's contagious enough to catch it just after one outing, especially for those who don't usually go outside or have low immunity. If you get it, it's really tough, so be careful." In other news, we visit Usada Pecora, who held her Super HoloLive World Tournament on Mario Maker 2. The tournament consisted of both a team battle and an individual special Yago stage, with the winners getting a trophy. The teams were decided in an earlier stream, with Team SOS consisting of Bei, Enna, and Toa taking third place. Bei went on to say, "Team SOS forever." Second place went to Team Lyrical Steps Attic Treasure Box, consisting of Noelle, Iraha, Polka, and Marine, with Noelle tweeting this image alongside the world's longest thank you tweet. But first place went to Team B, consisting of Fauna, Nene, Kyori, and Iris. Nene let everyone know she was on the winning team for the second year in a row at the Golden Week HoloLive Games competition, while Iris tweeted in celebration saying Cutive 4 were cute, sensitive, and absolutely winning. User Ghetto created this art of Iris with her trophy. During the individual competition, Pecora took third place, with Himemori Luna coming second, and also apologizing for muting because she started coughing halfway. Ligma? But it was the OG Takina Sora who took the #1 spot. Sora tweeted, "Yay! I'm glad I practiced so hard. Thank you, Peko, for organizing the event." In other video games news, Idol Showdown, the fighting fan game, just went live this week and is celebrating over 10,000 concurrent players, as well as over 200,000 downloads downloads. The account tweeted, 2 years ago, a small group of HoloLive fans had a dream to make a HoloLive fighting game for fans to enjoy. Thank you for making our dream come true. HoloLive staff A-chan quote retweeted this post saying, thank you for a game filled with love for HoloLive. I would love to play it myself. And many of the girls are playing through it on stream. With Koyori tweeting, she's never been good at fighting games, but it's a lot of fun and the story mode is so good. And Korone saying, it's a fighting game, it's HoloLive, it's amazing. Shishiro Botan really enjoyed the Kanata Soronbushi and Botan helicopter sniper collab, but also mentioned a few changes to voice lines she would have preferred in the game, as well as some bugs people have found with her character combos. This resulted in the team at Idol Showdown releasing a hotfix to make the changes that Botan requested. But that's everything from me. Back over to you, False.
Thank you so much, Co-Dee. And that is all for this episode. Thanks for listening to our story about a company who will go unnamed for now. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord. We record live on twitch.tv and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.